What's happening, food fans? Pitmaster Shane D back again with a handful of things that irked me this week. They're not all irks, but it's just things that I may have chuckled at or laughed at or just had maybe some really snarky thoughts about, but didn't post because I didn't want to get in trouble. But we'll say them right here as best we can and use them as things to give you some advice. So get ready, grab a drink, and enjoy the ride on this week's 550. Okay, everybody got your drink? Are you ready? Let's do this. Thing number one, Wi-Fi on grills. Can I just be honest? Can we just stop having this conversation? I'm tired of answering this question. And I know it's because of Gorilla Grills, and I get a lot of questions related to Gorilla Grills because I am the pit master for them. And Mark and I, when we were talking about the grills, I was pretty adamant against doing Wi-Fi. Okay? I'm an IT guy by day. I troubleshoot Wi-Fi at people's houses, in offices, from hotels. Okay? I see the worst of the worst, guys. I deal with CEOs who yell about, if you don't get me connected to this Wi-Fi, this VPN, I'm losing $10,000 a minute. This is why I hate Wi-Fi. Okay? I also hate the security flaws in Wi-Fi that most devices in the Internet of Things are connected to. Okay? So, the decision was made out of the gate to avoid Wi-Fi. Why? Why? And you're like, why? Why? It works. I've got it. I'm able to change the tip of my grill from my car all day long at a cook, and I know, hey man, that's great. That's great. Is that really barbecue? Are you really trusting your grill? How many times did you really use your Wi-Fi? Because I'll tell you this, we surveyed and found out that the majority of people who had the Wi-Fi used it about 2 times and complained about it the rest. For those of you who've got a great internet at home, a great setup, a good router, and you know how to do things with technology, I get it. Wi-Fi is cool. And I'm for it for you, but you're a small minority. Okay? And the last thing I want to do is have the following conversation. Okay? Someone calls in, someone emails in. There I was, cooking my burger, and my Wi-Fi went out. And this thing disconnected, and I burnt my burgers. Okay? Listen, I should never have to be asking questions about, well, what's your MAC address? What's your IP address? When's the last time you rebooted your router? When's the last time you rebooted your phone? When's the last time you rebooted your grill? Do you hear what I'm saying? When's the last time you rebooted your grill? And I'm sorry you burnt your burger. It's not a conversation I want to have, folks. It doesn't belong. What was the statement from, is a quote from the Patrick Swayze movie, he was the bar fighter guy, Roadhouse, that was it. It's a Southern classic, right? It's got a ton of mullets in it, and people kung fu and fighting, and it was awesome. Listen, for me, Wi-Fi, I'm looking at you, right in your eye, you see me? Wi-Fi is like putting an elevator in an outhouse. It just don't belong on a grill, okay? That's it. That's it. I don't want to beat it up too much, but if you need Wi-Fi to mother your grill, this is like helicopter parenting. God, I should have wrote down helicopter parenting. Guys, let your grill be. Let your kids be. Let them figure out how to be good humans without you helicoptering and nagging, okay? Wi-Fi is like that for me. If you can't trust your grill to do what you've set it to do, there's a few failures you need to look at, okay? If you genuinely can't trust your grill to do what you've asked of it, which is to maintain a temperature, there's a handful of failures at work here, and here they are. You ready? You didn't clean your grill properly. It's hunk junk. Possibly. Not likely. Most of these grills will do what they're supposed to do, okay? But it's possible. Or use really crappy pellets. That is usually why people do not trust their grill to do what they've asked it to do, which is to maintain the temperature, and they need the Wi-Fi. Need it. Gotta have it. It's not for me, man. I want to be outside checking on my food. I want to be involved in my food. I like to cook. That's why I paid $1,000 for a grill. Think about it. Okay. I know I'm going to get some arrows for that one. I get it, guys, but I just had to vent about it. Hey, seriously, though, if Wi-Fi is working for you, whatever brand you've got, I know all the brands have it now. And Gorilla's being the last stalwart going, no, into the sun we will not go. I get it. If it's working for you, man, high five, keep cooking, glad for you. Seriously, if it's working for you, 100%. But understand you're one person, and there's a million people who still using jitterbug phones. That's all I gotta say about that. Think about it. Okay. Another thing that irks the crap out of me. These groups in Facebook and deleted posts. I see manufacturers have their posts deleted because someone said something negative. Something they didn't like. It didn't sound good. It reflects poorly on the brand. And instead of stepping in there and frickin' owning it and frickin' trying to make it right by the customer, they delete the bloody posts. That's not the way to be. Listen, I hate arguing with customers, especially unreasonable ones. And there are times I want to delete the post, but we don't. Gorilla doesn't do it. I don't approve of it. Even though it's easier, it's not the right thing. There's a point where you need to lock down the post. I get that. But when you delete it, it does several things. And I'm going to be very politically correct on this one. One, I think it undermines your ability to have good customer service. Okay? I think it says, we know we have a problem and we're unwilling to really address the problem. We're just going to cover it up. It doesn't send the right message, man. I would rather take a bloody nose and have to own it, and then at least the customer say, well, you know what? This sucked, but at least they did right by me. Okay? Now, having said that, see previous 5 things this week where I mentioned people coming into these groups wanting to fight. Listen, if that's happening, I get it. You're not going to make some of those people happy. But you can at least show everyone else in that group that you tried. You did your best to appease and to make it right. And you may not win with that customer, but you won with the 55 or 150 or 5,000 or 10,000 or however many people see that post. You hear me? Listen, if you see a company deleting posts in a group, or you see someone post something negative and all of a sudden it's gone, you can't follow up on it, you're like, ooh, I want to see what guy said. I like to see the fight. That should tell you more about the company and who you're dealing with than anything else. Okay? I'm just going to leave it at that. Alright? Another thing I hate. This one really bothers me. Recipe suggestions. People will say, I wish you did more of this, I wish you did more of that. And then I'll post back, hey, I'm going to make, I don't know, creme brulee this week. And then people are like, well, you need to make it like this. Or you need to put this on it. Or you need to do it like that. Well, the first part of that statement was, I am going to make X, Y, or Z. And I am going to make it how I see fit. Now, I know nothing's meant by it. Let's be clear. I don't think anyone's being snarky or pushy. But what I hate is when I post up exactly, I'm doing, I don't know, a chuck roast exactly like this. And this is not, don't go back and look for these posts. They don't exist. I just made that up. I know I did chuck roast recently, but this is an example. I'm doing a chuck roast exactly like this. 5 posts into it, someone says, well, you should add this to it, and it would be so much better. And I would do it this way. Okay, good. You should do it that way. But I didn't. Okay? Hey, I leave enough room for food to be yours. I would like enough room left for food to be mine as well. I like to create a process. I like where it takes me. I like just delving into it, kind of fighting through it. And I just don't... I don't like being tampered with. Does that make sense? That sounds really negative. And I know that this is a pretty, let's be honest, this is a pretty petty one. You know, yeah, just ignore the people making the recommendations. I get it. What I'm saying is, when someone else posts, I did mine just like this, and you go, well, I don't do it that way, and you must agree with me. That's what it sounds like when you say, well, you need to add this, and this to it, otherwise it's going to be terrible. You got to let people explore, man. Let them make their own mistakes. I got a 15-year-old son, and the best lessons I ever give him is just letting him walk into a wall. Like, hey, man, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Hey, you should probably look at this. Oh, hey, look. Oh, wow, man. You got a dent in your forehead from walking to a wall, brother. But you learned that lesson, didn't you? Yes, sir, I did. Roger that. Let's not do that again. High five. Moving on. The last thing... no, I'm sorry, I have two more, actually. This one is like recipe suggestions, but this is recommendations. I get asked recommendations all the time, okay? And I'll say, I recommend X, Y, or Z. And it never, it can be rub, it can be knives, it can be whatever. Let's just use knives as a great example. Hey, Shane, what knives do you like and why? Well, I like Strong for these following reasons. I like the price, I like the quality, I like the way they look, I like the way they feel. Okay, great. Next post. Wusthof all the way. You're crazy. Gotta go Wusthof. Following post. Shun, you're all idiots. Buy Shun. I can't believe you're not recommending Shun. What the frick's the matter with you? Duh. Post after that. That's all crap. Why are you not using, this steel or that steel, and you gotta buy this? You know what all that comes from? It comes from this right here. I bought X, Y, or Z. I didn't test. I didn't buy multiple knives like you did, Shane. I didn't buy the frickin' Victorinox and use them for 10 years. I didn't buy a frickin', Phantom Series from Strong. I didn't buy a knife from Kickstarter and try it just to see what the heck it was all about. I didn't try the giant cleaver from Strong. Nope. I bought one, and I want everyone to agree with me. Okay, that's fine. Cool, bro. You win. I'm not arguing with any of you. But what I'll say is this. I'm the idiot who spends his own money to test this stuff. Sometimes I get really lucky, and a company may send me something. Yeah, Strong has sent me some knives. Because of my recommendations, they sold a lot of knives, and they noticed. That was it, man. They're a good company. They're nice people. I really like them. But before them, I recommended Victorinox and still do. If you can't afford the higher end Strongs, Vicks, buy them. You know why I do that? You know why I test all this stuff? Because the stuff I put my name behind, whether it's a grill, it's a knife, it's a controller, it's a camera, it's a freaking boombox, those are things that I have tried and have compared to at least one other thing. Okay? Let's be clear with that. Paid my own money typically, tried and compared. And I don't recommend everything I try. Listen, I love ThermoWorks as a company, and they've had products I haven't liked. I thought they were way too expensive for what they were, and I didn't recommend them. Okay? I still think they're the best in the world. But if I can't recommend the product at a reasonable price, it's not a good product for me to recommend, right? Anyone can recommend a Lamborghini. Anyone. But can you recommend a product that has good value, that's going to last a long time, that doesn't cost a ton of money, that has really good quality, has good customer service? Those are the products we need to find, folks. Those are the companies we need to support. Do you hear me? Not these freaking copycat companies. Not these companies that show up on Amazon and look like every other company so they can steal their sales. Hey, you want to see what that looks like? Google ThermoWorks and Amazon. Read that article. See what's happening with some of the grill companies out there where they're being knocked off in the next factory down the street. Same design, right? Cheaper metal. Aren't unpacking those grills when they get back to the States and ensuring all the parts are there and ensuring that they work. No, that's not all happening. And they're $200-300 cheaper. And you're taking a bet on them. But you're also the same people yelling at companies trying to do it right for even building something in China. Even though the same grill not built in China would cost 3 times the price, guys. You want to be mad at something? Be mad at the companies that are copycatting good design, good customer service, and they're not copycatting that last piece, okay? They're not. The replies I've seen aren't even freaking English. Nothing against non-native speakers, okay? But they're obviously using Google Translator, ripping off these other companies, and that's crap. You want to be up in arms about something? Be up in arms about that. And when you recommend something, just do some homework. Don't just recommend it because it's what you bought. It's the same thing with cooking process. You got to always do it fat side up because I do it fat side up. Bull crap. Bull crap. Until you've tested those briskets and you've cooked 150 of them upside down, left, right, split, sliced beforehand, seasoned 2 days before, 5 days before, 5 minutes before, 55 minutes after. Until you've done that, be careful what you recommend because you're putting bad information out there, okay? I mean it. It's so frustrating for people like me because I try my best to put good information out there always, because my reputation's on the line, and I take that very seriously. Then I have to come back and be taken out of context and then clean up that stuff, and it drives me crazy. And then the third level of that stuff, and this is a good one today, he's heated, right? I'm just fired up. And then I have to come back and then dispel all the misinformation out there. And I love what I do, and I'm glad to bring it to you guys, and I'm thankful, I'm grateful every day. I thank God every day I'm able to do this, right? Because I'm blessed, man. We don't have a big house, we don't have all the cars, but I'm blessed. I'm blessed because I do what I love. I love what I do what I love, and I try to give it back to you. I try to pay it forward with information to you guys. So I'm not complaining about what I do, but I am complaining that you need to understand that you're hurting people's development process. You're keeping them from learning, and you're putting out bad information with some of your recommendations. Please don't. You know what I mean? If you've got good info, man, if you've cooked 15, 20, 50 briskets, and you've learned something, I want to hear it, okay? If you've cooked 3 briskets and 2 of the 3 didn't suck, and the third one you weren't sure about, you need to cook about 15 more because you'll learn what needs to be there, okay? That's it. That's it. I'm not a king. I'm not a queen. I'm not anybody. I'm just Shane D, Pitmaster Shane D, on the internet with an opinion. Take it for what you want. Last thing. You people with your damn clean grills. Why? Why do you overly clean these grills? They don't have to look like new all the time. In fact, they work better when they're not that clean. Do you hear what I'm saying? They work better. Looking at you right there at the camera. I know I always look slightly off camera because my phone, the way I've got it all set up, is a little off kilter. That's fine. I want it to be like I'm staring at someone else and the camera's over here kind of recording it. I haven't got those angles figured out. It's okay. It's just me and you, though. Okay? Your grill actually works better. Food doesn't stick when it's a little dirty. You guys with your stainless steel lids that have to be polished all the time, I don't do that crap, man. I don't do that crap. And don't get me wrong, I know it looks like crap in some of the shots, but I want to show you a grill that's got a lot of use on it. Not a freaking grill that just got taken out of the box. I feel like you're paying me, or you're interested in what I had to say because I've got 1,000 cooks on that grill. I've got 1,000 hours on that grill. What does it look like after all that? Anyone can show you a grill on the third cook. Anyone can show you an unboxing video. But what does this thing look like after it has traveled to Alabama 5 times for BBQ? After it's been beat up in the trailer? After I've bent the front shelf. The front shelf of my grill right now is bent. Why? Because the way I strapped it, I was in a hurry and I freaking kinked it. Have I asked for another one? No, it still works. It's just the way I am, you know? It works. It's a tool. And when it doesn't work, I'll replace it. Period. But my job is to beat the living snot out of these things to prove the failure points so we can develop an even better grill and do, you know, maybe the bolt needs to be thicker or, you know, something in there. I will find those weak points. And I want to do it before you guys do to save you frustration and save you headache. That, I feel, is what Gorilla has charged me with, okay? And you know what? Back on the recommendations, back on those other companies stealing stuff, those cats ain't doing that. They don't care. You know why they don't care? They're going to wait for us to innovate, and they're going to go, oh, we'll just do that too. Oh, you got a stainless steel lid? Oh, we have stainless steel lid. Oh, you got this X bracing? Oh, we just have that X bracing. Come on, guys. Come on. Buy from a company who has an engineer on staff that's making changes that gives a crap about what's going on. You hear me? I mean that. We're outsourcing that crap. We're not paying another company to design our grills. It's all us. It's all us, man. That's the takeaway I want you to have from this. So, alright, I've ranted enough. My throat's getting dry. I've yelled at the camera. My dog thinks I'm crazy. I am crazy. But you get the point. These are things that irked me this week. Wi-Fi. You don't need it. If it works for you, great though. Delete a post. You're just showing your weakness, bro. Keep deleting them. To me, if you ain't standing up for your product, you're not in there fighting it, and you're deleting, weak sauce. Recipe suggestions. I know it was minor, but, you know, hey, I'm petty. What do you want? Recommendations. Test before you recommend, man. Just test it. Test it. Please. Clean grills. Don't spend 19 hours cleaning your grill. Spend 19 hours cooking on your grill. Got it? Good. We'll catch you next time. I'm Pitmaster Shane D. Hit that like button right there. Hit that subscribe button right there. And please, tell your friends. I'd like to invite them over, have a little conversation with them, maybe impart some knowledge, right? Need to get a hold of me? Pitmaster@GorillaGrills.com, Shane at DrapersBarbecue.com. All the social media is down below in the links. Shane D at Shane D BBQ. Instagram, the Twitters, Facebook page. You know it. You love it. You hopefully follow it. We'll see you next time.